Hi there, Teddy here from Amazon Makers. Today I want to talk about one of the questions I get asked about most by handmade business owners, and that is Amazon handmade just too competitive? Now this is a great question, and I can see why a lot of people would assume that, as on the face of it, Amazon can appear to be very overwhelming even to think about selling on Amazon. However, it's not always the case, and in this video I'll be going through why Amazon Handmade could be a great opportunity for your handmade business in 2020. Firstly, let's compare Etsy and Amazon to see how competitive they are. If you look closely at this table and solely on the numbers of the products for sale, Amazon Handmade is far less competitive than Etsy. Etsy is much more of a mature marketplace in terms of the number of sellers. There are actually only 1 million products listed on Amazon Handmade compared to a whopping 60 million products listed on Etsy. However, with selling on Amazon, you still do get the advantage of being on the largest marketplace in the world, and Amazon has a lot more traffic than compared to Etsy. So you might be wondering why Amazon has so many fewer sellers. This is because Amazon has a strict application process for allowing people to sign up. They only really want handmade sellers on their platform, and they have a sign-up process to make sure that non-handmade or hand-altered products are allowed. This is great news for handmade sellers like us, because it keeps our competition to only other handmade sellers. Now let's look at the competition. Low competition is so important for selling online, as it's easy for customers to compare different items. Like Etsy, Amazon works by showing customers relevant results for different searches based on search terms, or otherwise known as the keywords. If you're competing with lots of other sellers for the same keywords, it can be hard to get that important page 1 spot, and unless you are getting that spot on page 1, it can be very hard to make sales. Let's show you a practical example. If you see here, and I've done a search for the keyword chopping board. On Etsy I get over 18,000 results, however on Amazon I only get 879 results. So this is far fewer results, so actually in this example, for chopping boards, it actually might be less competitive on Amazon than it would be on Etsy for the same product. Now the application process for Amazon Handmade is there to encourage more handmade sellers onto the site without it being flooded with non-handmade sellers, a bit like Etsy is becoming. You do need to be in one of the following categories, however, to sell on Amazon Handmade. So you can be handcrafted, which means your products are made entirely by hand; hand altered, which means you've got existing products and you've adapted them into a new design. For example, you make denim jackets and you paint or you draw some letters onto them or some designs on them. The other option is handmade customized. An example is, say you make jewellery and you hand stamp some initials on them as the customer's request. In order to get accepted onto Amazon Handmade, you will need to show that you are responsible for between 75 and 100% of your production creation. So you are permitted to outsource a small percentage of the production process. So this shows you that the sign-up process for Amazon does restrict it to handmade only sellers, which is really great news, as I said, for handmade sellers like us. So as you can see, there's a lot of potential opportunities to grow your business in 2020 using Amazon Handmade. And some of the preconceptions about it being too competitive aren't necessarily true. As with everything with selling on online marketplaces, it's about the quality of your products and finding the right niche. If you have any questions about selling on Amazon Handmade, you can pop your questions into the chat below this video, or you can follow me on Instagram at teddysmith_acelisting. And remember to follow my channel for more updates.